Left hand red.
Dude. If you're in an awkward situation like this, then you're probably colorblind. But what exactly does that mean? First, let's take a look how normal people see light. Normal people see light by stimulating the retina. The retina is made up of rods and cones. Rods are pretty much useless, you use them only during the night, but it's the cones that we use to see color. There are 3 different types of cone, each contain 3 different pigments, red, blue, and green. Each are sensitive to a different range of wavelengths with a different peak. Your genes are what codes for these pigments, so if there's a problem in the coding instructions, you're going to make different pigments that are sensitive to different wavelengths and hence have a different peak. At this point, you're probably what they call colorblind, or a more specific term is color vision deficiency. But it's important to note that people who are colorblind don't just see black and white. What really happens is that one of the 3 cones that I mentioned above, red, green, or blue, are going to have a problem. They're going to be coded differently, and you're going to see a different wavelength. So what normally happens is the person, instead of seeing red, might see green. We'll talk about that later. But anyways, what's really important to know is that color blindness is a sex-linked disorder, and it happens on the recessive gene. So if your mom is colorblind and you're a boy,
as previously mentioned, there are 3 types of cones: the S cone, the M cone, and the L cone. These cones code for blue, green, and red and allow you to see color. With these, there are 3 types of color vision deficiencies: monochromatism, dichromatism, and anomalous trichromatism. In monochromatism, there are no cones present, or only 1 cone present, and this usually results in seeing only 1 color in different values. This is a very rare condition. In dichromatism, there's only 2 cones present, and the 3rd one is missing. In anomalous trichromatism, all cones are present, but one of them has a shifted peak, resulting in different sensitivities. Because color blindness is a sex-linked recessive disorder, it is much more common in males than in females.
T-5, cut the red, cut the red!
Now you're probably wondering whether you're color deficient or not. The most common way to determine color deficiency is the Ishihara color test, which is a series of pictures of colored dots. In these dots, a picture, such as a number or shape, is embedded in a different color. If you can't distinguish the picture, then you probably have a form of color deficiency. Another common test used by physicians is the Farnsworth-Mansell-Hunter-Q test, where a patient arranges a series of colored caps to form a gradual transition of color. Now that you know you have a color deficiency, you're probably wondering, what can you do to cure your color deficiency? Unfortunately, there is no common cure for color blindness. However, there are certain steps you can take to ensure that your life is safe and normal. You can use colored contacts, use anti-glare glasses, and you can learn to look for cues such as brightness location instead of color. With these steps in mind, you'll live a perfectly satisfactory life. Left hand red.
It's the genes in your body that code for these pigments. So there's a problem in the cone.
Color vision deficiencies resulted from malfunctions.
However, there are certain steps you can do to make sure your life is safe and sufficient. That's the wrong word. I'm not going to say that. Mine, you can live a normal life just like any person who has normal vision can. Will.